Breaking news. Ceasefire talks have failed. The State of Israel has announced that the ongoing war in Gaza territory will continue. Israeli leader Netanyahu has informed American officials of this decision. In addition, Netanyahu called Hamas' ceasefire plan nonsense and said that they will continue to fight until Hamas is wiped out from Gaza territory. Those expecting a peace agreement from the bilateral meeting were disappointed. In this video, we will give you the details of the ceasefire talks between Israel and Palestine, the Hamas organization's proposal, the Israeli state's response, and much more await you later in the video. Before we get into the details, there is a small point we would like to mention. We make a serious effort to prepare the videos. We would be happy if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Yes, now we can start with the details of the latest hot development. It remains unclear when the struggle between Palestine and Israel will end. The hope that the months-long struggle will end in a short time has been among the topics discussed in recent days. Likewise, the expression of this desire by important figures had increased the possibility of a ceasefire decision. But the expected scenario did not materialize. The Israeli state announced in a statement that the war in Gaza territory will continue. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu met with U.S. Republican members of Congress via video conference. During this meeting, he stated that the Israeli army will not stop until they completely destroy the Hamas militants in Gaza. But is it possible for Israel to achieve this goal? What are the chances of finding Hamas militants among the millions of people in Gaza? We will try to answer these questions together. Months have passed since the Hamas organization attacked Israel. In the time that has passed, the territory of Gaza has been razed to the ground by the Israeli army. The Gaza Strip is home to Hamas militants, but millions of people are also trying to survive. But Israel's disproportionate attacks have brought life to a standstill in Gaza, one of the most densely populated areas in the world. As such, the Hamas organization came together with Israel to discuss the terms of a ceasefire. According to a statement made by Hamas, Egyptian and Qatari representatives mediated the start of ceasefire talks between the two sides. After days of negotiations, the expected outcome did not materialize. Hamas and Israel failed to agree on the terms of the ceasefire, and the Israeli army announced that it would continue its attacks on Gaza. It should be noted that there are various allegations circulating in the public about this shocking development. According to some, Israel and Hamas failed to reach an agreement on prisoner exchange. According to media outlets known to be close to Israel, the Hamas organization is determined not to release the captured Israeli soldiers. On the other hand, the opposite point of view was expressed by organizations known to be close to Palestine. Hamas officials are also demanding that Israel release its prisoners. But both structures are determined not to accept the terms of the ceasefire. So, as you can see, the developments behind the scenes of the ceasefire talks are still unknown. But what is certain despite all these developments is that the unthinkable war that has been going on in the Gaza Strip for months will continue for some time. We can say that this is a catastrophic development for the people who have to live in Gaza. According to reports from the region, the situation in the Gaza Strip is getting worse by the day. It is among the information that bombs explode every hour in the region. But what's worse is that millions of people living in the city have no access to the products they need to survive. Due to the disproportionate attacks of the Israeli army, the Gaza Strip is officially stranded. The Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, also addressed this issue in her statement. According to Harris, a ceasefire must be accepted immediately by both structures. It should be noted that this demand from the United States is extremely critical. As it will be remembered, after the Hamas attacks, almost the entire world public opinion was saying that Israel should launch attacks in Gaza. The whole world was sharing that they were siding with the State of Israel. But over time the wind began to blow in the opposite direction. As the weeks passed, the Israeli army got out of control in its actions. As such, states that support the State of Israel, such as America, faced a major crisis. The current American president, Joe Biden, has also been one of the figures frequently criticized both at home and in the international media. The importance of this statement by Biden's deputy Harris should be evaluated in this context. The fact that even the United States does not support the Israeli army's attacks clearly shows us how quickly world public opinion is shifting. While a few months ago everyone was supporting the Israeli side, today the call for a ceasefire has become louder and louder. Despite all these calls for a ceasefire, Israel's announcement that it will continue its attacks could spark a new crisis. As it will be remembered, the U.S. Congress decided to send support to the Israeli army when the war between Israel and Palestine started. A new aid package is expected to be presented to Congress in the coming period. However, it is very difficult to say whether this aid package will be approved or not. If the expected aid is disrupted, the Israeli army's attacks on the Gaza territory may be disrupted. We will continue to follow the developments. To summarize the parts we have explained in our video, Israel's actions in the Palestinian territories, which started as self-defense, have been replaced by large-scale attacks. The fact that these attacks will continue unabated means that the world agenda will continue to be shaken by the struggle between Israel and Palestine. We conclude here. Thank you all very much for watching the video until the end. See you in the next video.